Hey, howdy, how's it going? Happy... Where's my magic capture? There it is. Happy belated Easter for anybody who is observing. And... I need to turn the music down, because my brain... There we go. That's a lot better. But yeah, hey, how's it going? Sorry for the delayed starting of the stream. I have this weird thing happening where it doesn't update the settings, and it changes the name of the last stream I did, as opposed to, just letting me, boot up stream, new title, new everything. So, but let's go... back to manage videos, because I'm gonna change this real quick because that is bothering me now. Save that as that. Cool. But like when I change the title then, after the stream starts with failing to change the settings, it changes the name of my last stream. So when I made the title How Far Can Xander Go MTGA Challenge, it then redubbed my Gato Roboto stream saying it was about Xander, and I'm like, that's not alright. But let's get into it. We are rocking Xander, Lord Xander, some more today. Chilling, hanging out, having a good time, lowering my chair so I don't feel so tall. But I'm having a good day. There's a lot of stuff happening this week. Something interesting, by the way. I have the MTG updates posted to auto-update in my Discord, and one of them that was pushed today says that Spider-Man, the Marvel Spider-Man, won't be coming to Arena as a set. There will instead be a full-on Universes Within set. Just for Arena. And so I'm wondering if that's like a rights thing or what's going on with it, but I'm just in general very confused. We've got a good hand. Beza's hopefully gonna be fairly slow, maybe. Well, that's not great for us. Not the worst, but not great. Please don't kill my Vadric. Oh, they have like a Swords or a Path or something? Maybe not. Okay. I'm gonna Island Cycle this Lorien Revealed. It could be useful later on, but I'd rather have the lands. I have a couple red sources, but I have Vadric. Is Surveilling better? No. I'm assuming they're just ripping Beza. But if they rip Beza, like, they're down on everything. Okay. That makes a lot more sense. And then we just cast some... We cast a Rapacious Dragon. Cast Rapacious Dragon, what does that do for us? I guess it lets us pay for Esper Sentinel. And I will pay to not let them get a card. Discard a card, Dragon's Approach. No attacks. I'm gonna keep my Rapacious Dragon. The issue is maybe I should have kept that Lorien revealed. Okay. That's just whenever... Oh, that's whenever you cast a creature spell. Okay. It's these two things working together. One, two, three, four, five. Joke's on you, because that's not how Nightbound, Daybound works. The person needs to cast them. Yeah, I kind of wondered about that. That's fine. I think I do go for casting Xander. Okay. So they're just casting stuff to cast stuff then, huh? The swing with Baze is fine. Worst case scenario, they have an exile spell for Xander, right? But I won't be intimidated. Elesh Norn and Sire of Seven Deaths. Oh, okay. Sure. They could have... Oh, they needed a land, I guess. That makes sense. This is slightly problematic. Two Dragons approaches. We just rip Drakaseth. Okay. Sure. They're probably gonna tap Loran here. Like, their card draw does seem better than my card draw. Ossification, alright. Commander or Drakaseth? I was gonna say, is there any doubt? That's not great. That's actually pretty bad. Okay, Halo Fountain. We're just getting drowned in value by this. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. I'll pay the 1. What's up next? Like, we're losing slowly? Trapped in the screen, okay. Commander, I would assume? Yes. Take action. Because they just had to wait until they got an exile effect. We're dead. Yeah. Yeah. But what if we don't? Eight, 12. So we block this, we live. But we don't have any way to deal all of that damage to him. Jeez. That is so much value. Kimmel's so good, especially if you can't get rid of it. 3/6. There's no way to deal 10 damage. I'll pay just so I don't give you the card. But there's nothing that can get us out of this. I definitely was going to click my cards, not do whatever that was. But I don't think we had a dragon that could do that, because we dealt 4 on ETB. It was close. If we... I'm trying to think of what would happen. I don't know, we kind of just got mid-range. This hit, and then they never got rid of their Welcoming Vampire, so they kept drawing cards, and then Kimmel hit, and it was basically done. Because Kimmel, like, you draw 2 cards for every 1 card your opponent draws. Hi, Jim, how's it going? We just got brutalized by Mono White. How have you guys been? And did you guys do anything Passover-wise? Or nah? We are cruising. Yeah, I saw that. I was like, oh. So you're telling me the day after, all creatures and planeswalkers, mana value 3 or less, all creatures and planeswalkers. Toluz. What does Toluz do again? When Toluz dies. Okay. That was something I did not expect to wake up to. I mean, we just start approaching with dragons, right? Like, that's the way to go. Likeness Looter. Bajuka Bog's the surprise for later. Whenever you cycle, each opponent loses 2, you can gain 2. I do more damage than you do. You hope it doesn't take them another ridiculous amount of time for them to pick a new one? Takes over the news channels? Do you want to pay 1? I would assume yes? Like, there's no reason not to. Yeah. See... This feels like an issue, because I really want to keep ramping. I'm not gonna lose the Bajuka Bog. I have to use it. No! Alright. Alright. Touché. Touché. I feel no remorse now about slamming down any of my stuff that I'm going to. Are they trying to likeness loot things? Okay. I'm doing not much. Let's be honest here. That's where they hit me with tests of talents, and it's like, oh, okay. Plane cycling. I'm just gonna die. It's just gonna take me out completely. Ooh, Rafine's Tower. Do something spooky. Terramorphic Expanse. Cool. Rona. They've got to have counter magic, right? What are the odds they don't have counter spell? Okay. Progress. They're still gonna burn me for 2. Alright. Okay. I'm just gonna die to this, cycling. Well, that is now what's gonna happen. Good game. It's not over, but it's over. They need to deal 1 damage to me, and I need to deal 30 to them. Wait. Hold. Don't have a single way to discard a card, opponent. Don't have a single way to discard a card. Okay. Oh, it connives, right. I forgot that when it enters, it connives. Their whole commander does that. We almost stabilized. We almost stabilized. As much as I hate Rusko, I don't hate him as much as Talrand. He has uses. Okay. Yeah, so many things are happening this week. Outside of, notwithstanding the Pope, everything else that is scheduled to happen, there's just so much. Like, I've got some personal stuff going on tomorrow. We've got the Commander panel update, which includes potential unbannings, which is interesting. I like that. I like the flare, but I don't like everything else. This is fine. Zenless updates, I think. I feel like at some point there was a Apex update, maybe? There's just so many. Monster Hunter updates tomorrow. That was the one. Red Source? Red Source? Yes. Yes. You want a 3-month period of anarchy, no bans? Everything's off the ban list? Maybe not this time. How? Hold on. We play a Thief Bird. Thief Bird's incredible. When this creature deals combat damage, you get one of 3 choice. You get to choose one of 3 random non-lands from their deck. Ooh. No. Yeah, that's fine. I think we make them be greedy. Do we play the Horn? What's in my bin? They don't know we're a Dragon's Approach deck yet. We can take them down to 14 or 15. Alright. They might know something's up now. They know something's up now. Yeah, that's fair. Grim Hireling. That's not great. One or more creatures, combat damage to a player. Okay. That's perfect for us. Alright, they didn't leave it in there, which is good. Bergie? Okay. I need a red source off the top. Or Bergie needs to live. Oh, they can... Okay, okay. Llanowar Elves? Okay. Teach these children why Paradox Engine was banned? Alright. So the issue is... that they know. The issue is they know what's up, right? But they need to use resources on their turn to stay alive, so... Here's hoping. Yep. Yep. Makes sense to me. This is a weird spot. Yeah, you got it. Okay. $11 damage. How much treasure do they have? Let's play Xander. Xander's really, really bad, actually, against Kenrith, I just realized. Like, really bad. Just an FYI. Yeah. Yeah. Let's surveil. Let's set up a surveil here. Like, really, really bad. I should have gotten the red source. That's fine. Welcome back, Beladros. Yeah, we're just dead, actually. Yeah, don't make your opponent discard cards when they're a Reanimator deck. Fun fact. Fun fact. We were close. I'm thinking I could have waited a turn on casting, whatchamacallit? The Shrieking Drake? Or what? Not Shrieking Drake. The Hasty Dragon that shuffles back in. I could have waited a turn on that, maybe? And then seen what happened, but... Okay. Yeah. I mean, you just sacrificed, like... You've got lethal on me. That's really good. With the Pitiless, that's really good. I mean, just take me out, or... One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If you got it, yeah, like, I know you got it. You know you got it. Okay, they're choosing to abstain. They had lethal. Kenrith's green ability would have been lethal on me. If I had one more approach. Just one more dragon's approach. Sadness. Because one more would have been... Nah, one more wouldn't have done it. He can heal so much life. He can heal so much life. Definitely missed lethal last turn, though, with the green ability. Because Kenrith had 5, and once I declared no blocks. Fun fact, Chim, if you didn't know, Paradox Engine still isn't banned on Brawl. In 1v1 Commander, it is not banned on Arena. So... That's why I built a deck that is total degeneracy, and I feel bad sometimes about playing it. Because this should not be... This is a gross commander. Running Ugin, the Eye of Storms, as your commander, exile, like, ramp to 7, sometimes as early as turn 4, cast this, exile the biggest problem, cast potentially like an Ulamog next turn. GG, shake my hand. But also, Paradox Engine. But also, Mystic Forge. The One Ring. It's the worst One Ring, though. It is the worst one. You do gotta pay mana to draw. But, like, Paradox Engine, Chromatic Orrery, and... where did you go? Did I cut it? Nah, Aetherflux. Like, it's all there. We're missing top, and that's it. Alright, let's see if we can get a win today. Let's see if we can, take out people. Our deck is pretty juiced up with rares now. If we get one more, we can add a red Surveil land, because I've been bit by that now. Because let's see, the red Surveil land, the red Surveil land would have let me cast, the red dragon, which might have allowed me to put more damage on board and made them be more concerned. You're so close to good. You're so close to good. We can't. This is the unattached indestructible? Yeah. You're so close. Nah, we can't. We can't. Abstain. Withhold, it's fine. Uh-oh. Bitter reunion into ingot into start approaching with dragons, potentially? Let's see. Oh yeah, we're approaching with dragons. Let that be shown. Let it be known? I was gonna say maybe I should add the Behold a Dragon mechanic, but no, I should add the Omen Dragons, actually, to this deck. I feel like there's probably one or two in Grixis that are decent at common or uncommon. Maybe just common. Fire and Rice. Our opponent's name is Fire and Rice, by the way. Bitter Reunion. Let's drop the approach. Rusco. I think I realized the issue with Rusco, besides people just brewing it to be counter-typal, is that if you don't counter Rusco, much in the same way as Thassa's Oracle, it does its thing. Like, sure, you stop them from casting spells and making you lose life and them gain life. However, I don't have a blue source. I need to do this. Okay. Let's do the indestructible one because they might have artifact or enchantment removal. And I will be hastifying my Thieving Haven next turn, I believe. Because I need to search for removal to Valduk. Cause, yikes, this can get out of hand very fast. The hammer strikes, the flame awakens. Oh, I just noticed a little guy in the window. Window? That's not right. Well, that's not good. Now I need to start fishing. Because I'm taking 6, and then maybe 12. But at the very least, another 6 if I don't have a removal. Do we think? I need to find a removal. Well, we take the equipment, I guess. One, two, three, 4. If we draw a land next turn, we mana Geode into Ancestral Blade. Otherwise, we mana Geode into... Oh, we can still mana Geode into Ancestral Blade. I was thinking Rusco for some reason. We Rusco into Ancestral Blade if we get a land. If we don't get a land, we mana Geode into it. Assuming we don't get removal. That's the other thing. That's the other thing that we need to take care of. Alright, they had the exile effect. That's sad. Forge anew. During your turn, you can activate... You can pay once for free equips. Alright, there's the 12 next turn. What do we... At the very least, we can stop some of the damage, maybe? I'm worried about, swing with attack, hold priority in response to... Oh no, this is the beginning of combat, okay. I'm still worried about the Embercleave, though. Yeah, we are just getting beaten face by uncommon legend that cares about equips. Maybe if it had didn't have Indestructible, we'd have an out, but... Hi, Drakenseth. Is it just this into Faithless? Yeah. We don't have a red source. That's fine. We might need to block Valduk. If we don't block Valduk, though, we can gain 2-3 life. Oh, we can't block Valduk. Well, I think we just die. 3, 6, 9, 10, 11. Cast something for free. Exile Swords to Plowshares. I mean, I'm gonna make him use it. But goodbye, Rusko. You, sadness. Are you gonna cast the worst? Okay, I was like, are you gonna cast the worst one? Do I have... I don't think I have any Edict effects, do I? I don't believe I do in the entire deck. Yep. It's pretty good. I'll draw, but I don't have anything good, and then I will concede. You got it. Yeah, we had no Edict effects. We just died to one indestructible guy. I was hoping that I could rip their Swords to Plowshares, but they had it in hand, which really sucked. They cast 2 spells and won the game. Let's be honest. We got these interesting... They're like... They're cheese puffs, but flavored with like takoyaki seasoning. They're very interesting. It was like something that I did not expect to be eating, and I was like, huh, weird. Let me actually unclip them so I can show the bag. Look at this bag ASMR. Yeah, some like random takoyaki ball, I can smell it and it's making me hungry, hold on. More bag ASMR. We better reunion a land. I'm debating doing the backside of Bergie this time around. You cast spells from the top of my library each turn? Okay. We'll keep this. I can solve the equation for an instant or sorcery. Alright, well. Goodbye, Bitter Reunion, I would assume. Because I can't hit Bergie. Can they? Oh, solve goes. Okay, interesting. When in doubt, lands, because I can cast my Dragon's Approaches currently. Alright. Well, that's not good. That's fine. We're gonna... We don't have any good cards. Like, we have Dragon's Approaches, we have removal spells, but that's about it, maybe? What's the worst that could happen? Alright, they didn't take Rusko. They did take Rusko. That's not good. They 100% took Rusko. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's awkward. Let's... go for a land, please? Nope, that's awkward. Do we just do it again? Let's do it again. Let's find our land drop. We made a land drop for turn already. Yep. Well, they're not getting Hitotsugu and Kairi, but... are they on 3? No, they're waiting. They're just waiting. They're playing proper. Yeah. There's Rusko, which is awkward. We're gonna do this now. Flashback. Surveil. I like this. I like this. This is nice. To main. Decline. This is really nice, actually. Surveil. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think we go the land approach. Like, Homeboy is out of sight, but that's fine. 1, 2, 3. Do we do Red Dragon, or... they're gonna Siphon Insight and find a land. They're gonna be like, what is going on? Because right now, they don't need to do anything is the issue. That's theirs. Okay, I was like, did they take mine? That's very funny. How do you like that land, opponent? They took my island? No, they took my Lootmonger. Okay. That's... they're stealing my deck. Mom. Flood Pit Drowner. What a weird... what a strange game this is. Magic's got interactions. They have 4 of my best cards out of a choice of 3 each. Steam Vents. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Discard a card, please. A land off the top would actually be incredible. To the point where we might Dragon's Approach for it? What in the heck? Time stop. Time stop. Opponent. You can't be doing this. They probably sacrifice their Lootmonger and Midnight Clock, I would assume. Because everything else is just doing so much for them. Okay. Interesting. I'm very scared to cast out. I'm super scared to cast out, actually. Okay. Yeah. What are they getting rid of? Oh! Okay. Interesting. I need an untapped land. How do you feel about Drakazeth? Nice. I would like to give my Drakazeth haste. You probably have a kill spell. In the 5 cards from my hand and the 3 from yours, what are the odds you don't have a kill spell? Yeah? Yeah. And they weren't the starting player. I die on their next turn if I don't have a way to get rid of this bird. That's brutal. I don't think I exiled the way to remove them, right? I did, but I couldn't cast it. That was the turn I went on a huge binge. I'm gonna die to a bird. I'm gonna die to my bird. Or, like, not my bird, their bird. But their bird took so many of my cool stuff. Eh. Yes. I don't think I have anything. Yeah, I just have this. Boom. Good game. Good game. Close. Close. That's kind of about how every Xanathar deck I've ever played against is just all of the stuff that makes your opponent not do stuff. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder, though, I guess, so. That was so bad. I meant the game, not the joke. The joke was phenomenal. We've had a few close ones. I remember there was the Kenrith deck. And then that deck was also... That deck we almost came back from. We just didn't have any dragons that could win with. Maybe I should have waited... Maybe I should have waited and... tried to go for both Dragon's Approach and... that would be 10 mana, though? No, that'd be 11 mana. I don't think I made it to 11 mana. I guess I could have tried to play it more patiently, maybe played the dragon that makes treasures. Kotis, the Fang Keeper. Lots of crime today. A lot of people want to steal my stuff. I go first. I think we just highway... No, we'll keep highway robbery for Burgy stuff eventually. I think I want to Psych Rift their Kotis when they buff it up with a bunch of stuff. I think that's my play. Villainous Wealth on a stick is pretty cool. Let's play it slow. Crimes pay in Magic the Gathering? True. What? Okay. Do we just Burgy now? If we Burgy now, we'll Burgy next turn. If we Burgy next turn, we can maybe... I don't know. I was gonna say if we Burgy next turn, we can plot this card, but that is not how that works. It has already been plotted. Maybe I should have Dragon's Approached and gone for a 5th land? I don't know. Yeah, Burgy into Dragon's Approach would have allowed me to highway robbery, so that was a misplay on our part. Okay. Well. Huh. They're probably afraid of Psych Rift for their commander, right? You can't discard Burgy because it's 8? Yeah. Unfortunate. Not unexpected. This into tap land, into go off. And we don't give them any information that we don't need them to. I'm thinking, like, what if we just highway robbery now, but we don't want to do that? One, two, three, four, five. 6. I think we just rip double approach. Yeah. No reason not to. The issue is that they're gonna start stealing our stuff. This is a cool card. This is such a cool card. I like the idea of, alright, sure. You can have this too. I will allow it. I will block 2 eventually on some other better one. Alright, they can re-give Homeboy haste. That's not great. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We just hard rip this. Yeah, that's fine with me. Into we can now get Dragon's Approach online next turn. Yeah. What did they exile? A mountain? What am I worried about them exiling? Alright, 2 Dragon's Approaches is rough, but they can't cast them at least. This gets countered. Right. Like, there's no way they would just let this happen. They just let this happen. Okay. Sure. I did not expect that. I didn't expect to get this far. I'm concerned. They could have countered my commander and chose not to, and could have countered the ability and chose not to. I'm scared. What's going on? Okay. Yeah, destroy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Destroy 3 things, please. You know what? That's fair. You got me there. No blocks. I'll go down to 10. I'm not scared of Kotis, so long as they keep hitting for 2. All of my stuff is, like, almost all of my stuff is 3. It's either 3 or really large dragons. What I am worried about is discard a card. Let's discard a Dragon's Approach. What I am worried about is... Okay. Vadric. I like Vadric. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 3, 6, 9, I can't do that, but I can do this. That's pretty cool. And I'm not going to attack. That's fine. Okay. Yeah. Alright, now we'll block. Now we'll block. I'm a little worried now. We'll do this. Yeah. Okay, they've got something. They've got something. Oh, a surveillance. Alright, maybe they don't have anything. How do you feel about Dragon's Approach? Dragon's Approach for Hidetsugu and Kairi? I think? Or Red Dragon. I think 4, 8. I think it's Red Dragon. Hold on. Hidetsugu and Kairi allows us to do stuff and potentially lets us, I mean, we can stack the top of our deck, but I don't like that. I want damage. This is factoring into my major scheme, my grand plan. Fight rigging. That seems like a bad thing to let happen. And maybe they got me. They got me. Good game. That was fun. Maybe... I guess if you control a creature with power 7 or greater, you can free cast. So it'd go up to 4, they could discard up to 5, so that really wasn't the issue. And we weren't living past the turn after that either. But if we didn't block... So we just had to go down to 1, basically. Go down to 1, and hope for a good top deck. I did realize, though, that Hidetsugu and Kairi was not the play. So my intuition was correct, at the very least. I don't know. What have you guys been brewing? If anything. I've been toying with the idea of Rakdos control Deadpool. Because I didn't like what people were... Like, I'm interested in Deadpool, but I don't like what everybody's doing, where they're like, I'm just going to pump out as many Deadpool clones as possible. Like, all of them. I think I cut it down to, like, maybe half the amount of clones I was seeing. So that I could put in, like, good cards. So that I didn't have to rely on, like, 3-card combos, so I don't create tokens I have to sacrifice immediately. Taco Ronin. This is good. This is real good, actually. I go for the Surveillant for realsies this time, right? Yeah? Yeah. Surveil, let's put a Dragon's Approach in the bin. I can compulsive research, discard Bajuka Bog, but Ravaz cares about casting dragons, don't they? Let's do damage. We can always do it tomorrow. We can do it next turn if we need to. They do play Bajuka Bog colors. That's a very pretty Restless Vents. Whoa. From Lost Caverns of Ixalan? 4. That's not great. Let's... This is tough. Let's try to go for another land. I'm gonna... Okay. Don't discard a land, discard 2 cards. Let's discard you and... I think Hidetsugu and Kairi is our weakest link, especially against dragons. We'll Bajuka Bog you, I guess. And this way we can Lightning Shrieker. It doesn't get rid of Homeboy, but it does... Their dragons cost so much less. They're gonna be pumping out dragons. This is bad. At least it's really bad. Maybe we should have kept Hidetsugu and Kairi. Ravaz. I mean, it's always correct to deck thin. I don't think we shock, though. I want to kind of try to, like, spook him into Sarkhan Minus. Yeah, they don't care.
Look to the skies and tremble.
This is a really, really cool Sarkhan. Sarkhan's anatomy weirds me out, though. He can just change any part of his body into any part of a dragon. That's what this is implying. We're just dying, right? Oh! Oh no, okay. Yeah, that's bad. Junji. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This is our decline. Try to keep as many treasures up as possible. They discard 1. Depending on what happens, they can take out our guy. Once per turn, you can recast dragons, so we're probably gonna see a dragon get discarded. Dragon's Fire. Okay. I'm assuming they're gonna minus play a dragon, keep all of their dragons alive. That would be what I do. Oh, they're just conjuring Shivan Dragon. Okay. Yeah, no, that makes sense. Invasion of Tarkir. Oh. That's cool. 2 plus the number of cards revealed this way. We are definitely losing. All right, sure. Look at Invasion of Tarkir actually being played. Whenever a dragon attacks, 2 damage any other target. Well. Highway robbery. Nope, I wanted to plot that. That's awkward. Good game. That's so many dragons. So many dragons in their bin. Yeah. I just need to confuse them by gumming up their hand. Stormscale Scion? Stormscale Scion. Yeah, we're just dead almost on attacks. Or Tarkir, though. I'm curious as to how long Tarkir has been going through the Dragon Storms. Because we were dead even if we got our dragons off that time, by the way. They just did not have enough damage on them. I think we need to start approaching with dragons more soon. Like, was it during March of the Machines that they were also dealing with Dragon Storms? Was it a year after? Was it, like, last several months? I'm very interested to know about that. But not, like, not interested enough. I love when I have a dyslexic moment and I spelled this with a H first. Aetherios. Okay. Do I go first? They go first. The odds of my Arcane Signet getting discarded is fairly high, but I'm gonna keep this. Alright, we at least have 2 of our colors. Zulaport cut through. Gix? That's not great. Gix gotta go. Let the record show right now. Gix gotta go bad. Because I don't have any way to stop them from doing that. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Raucous Theater. I like that. I like that. Do I like that to the point where I just cast the red dragon? Yeah. Yeah, I think I do. Okay. I'm curious about Zulaport, too. You wouldn't destroy a 3-1. Oh, that's fine. Okay, they said Lord Xander. I was like, do they hard... What if they hard red? What if they hard red Dragon's Approach? There was a better option, opponent. I forgot that I could flare that. Four, 5. They're also at 5 loyalty, so they're 6, 7. That's awkward. That's not great. Homeboy might be on blocking duty now. Homeboy might be on blocking duty. Seek 2 cards, please. Yes? Ow. Pro red? Okay, sure. Are you gonna let me do this, or... No? Okay. Resolve. Resolve. Decline. Resolve. Resolve. Okay. Are you gonna... How about now? How do you feel now, opponent? Ten... 9, 8, 7, 6. Another creature? 5, maybe 4. I think we keep this and go for a risky scry. We can maybe exile something if they, I don't know, do something with it. What do we got on top? Mountain? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 7? No. Our commander costs 9. I forgot. We might have needed that. Our commander costs 9. Do something spooky. Less spooky. Less spooky, please. Something else. Please, a little bit less spooky? No. Why are you looking at my arcane signet? Okay. They're having second guesses. They're questioning life choices. Let's... Technically, I think blocking here is good. Cause 6... Nah, we just gotta do this. That's another creature you control. We're getting beat up. My body. We can hit Hitsuko and Kairi, but... I don't think I can pay this. Otherwise, I just die. Maybe I had to pay that. Maybe I actually just die now, actually. Because they can only do that once a turn, I forgot. Decline. Yeah, I think I just got. I don't have a mass minus effect, do I? Yeah, I don't think there's anything in my deck that can save me. But we can try. I mean, technically, Thieving Haven could have saved me if I had haste. But alas, I do not. I'll take my beats. Okay. I've got no fancy tricks or nothing. Even if I did, they could have killed me on top of that by... I guess it wouldn't have been on top of, but they could have killed me in the moment if I had a fancy trick by sacrificing Commander, sacrificing this guy, and then finally Zulaport Cutthroat. I think I die on top of them. Either way. Think I'm slick, huh? We've had a bad streak today, though. Not the worst streak, but not a great streak. Not a great streak at all. I'm curious as to what other people are saying about universes beyond Spider-Man not coming to whatchamacallit. Universes Beyond not coming to Arena. Because that's pretty big news, right? DRC. And we get draws. Voice of Hunger. What are the odds we just get beat down? Beat into oblivion? Raucous Theater. Unforgiving Overtake. I wasn't the starting player, so I have removal. Only to cast kicked spells? Okay. Sure, you got it, opponent. They're ramping to 8. That's the name of their game. We're gonna do this now. And put this in the bin. There's an argument to not doing it now just because they don't have a creature with power 4 or greater. I don't think they block this. I don't think they block. Yeah. They just eternalize though, right? Add 4 red. Maybe that's worth Psych Rifting. Yeah? I think it is. That was a misplay. I missed out on mana. One, two, three, four. Uh-oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they're 2 away? Let's do this. Let's do this. Mountain can go bin. And then solve the equation. Dragon's Approach can go bin. I'm going to get... What's the play here? 1, 2, 3. They have 4 mana up right now. Is it better to get Damnation? Or is it better to get Shadow's Verdict? Probably Damnation. It's let's just be honest. Let's get the board wipe. No text. If they have a fight spell, that's kind of sad. If they don't, yippee, I guess. I don't know. Imagine if this extra mana for a kicked spell actually was relevant. You can play in another land. Whenever it becomes blocked, untap 3 lands? Okay. I was gonna say, they're kind of running out of gas. You should be attacking, opponent. Feed the swarm. I mean, we'll keep it in our deck, but we're going to Dragon's Approach. Right. I forgot I don't have 5, do I? That's awkward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sure, alright. Yeah, you should be attacking with that. That's a 5-drop? I'll get the Surveil. I'll do this now. Compulsive Research is good. Okay, they're back up to 5 mana. Let's make them discard a card. What you got? A big old dumb. Yup. 6. Skull Spore Necklace. Okay. Let's start with this. Discard a black source. Dragon's Approach? Yes. This is looking good. I am hopefully, cautiously optimistic. They have no fight spell in hand. They are currently handless. I've got big dumbs, they don't. Let's... I don't know, I guess we just go for the win, right? 6, 7, they're 1 mana off. Good game. Yeah, okay. We just had to beat a person totally into oblivion. 41. We have one rare we can get, but I'm gonna look at the Omen Dragons and see if there's actually uncommons that we want more than that. Let me do that real quick. Our first win of the day was, what, an hour and a half into the stream? That's about par for the course. Give me goodies. A rare. And a Fenza, Unyielding Lineage. Whenever another non-token creature you control dies, on Fenza endures 2. Okay, I thought for a second that this was really, really good. It's pretty good. I thought that for a second I thought endures. I was thinking of Warden of the Grove specifically, and that endures effect is very good. Let's go Tarkir Dragonstorm. Not collected. Omen. Tap a creature, draw a card. When this creature enters, return up to 2 other non-land permanents to their owner's hand. I think I like that. Right? Is there not a mono red Omen Dragon? Huh. I think I like the blue one. Because that's a huge tempo swing. Enter, return the 2 most problematic things to from field to play. Or to hand. Yeah. We can also get the cute version eventually. Look at him. much does it cost to get this? Cannot be purchased. Unfortunate. It's in the battle pass. And I have one, so I don't even need to craft a rare. All right, we're gonna do that. Is this when we cut? Cuts on this are so hard now. Because, like, I don't want to go down on Dragon's Approaches. I don't want to go down on, like, the dumb busted cards that let me actually win the games. Which anime should you start watching, One Piece or Fairy Tail? I'm gonna say... I think you should... I think if you are looking to enjoy it sooner, Fairy Tail. If you are looking to enjoy it for longer, One Piece. Because I feel as though, like... I don't... Maybe you should... Hold on. I think you should watch One Piece. That's my decision. Although, counterpoint, you would be able to finish Fairy Tail sooner and then start watching One Piece. But I think One Piece... Like, it's been so long since Shirley and I had watched it, but we... I forgot that hold on. We made it to... And this doesn't mean much, so I'm just gonna say the name of the arc. We're at Revelry arc. If you're considering watching One Piece in sub until after the 4 kid seasons and then switch back to dub. After the 4 kid seasons. I'm just so used to watching it what's the word, dubbed? Or not dubbed, subbed. Like, I'm so used to subbed. Maybe Sarkon's Rage. I think Sarkon's Rage is our cut. Also, that was a common, right? Sarkon. Yeah, that was a common, okay. There's so many good moments in One Piece. Let's change our deck, because it is up to 41 now. I'm excited for You Do Too Much While Watching Anime to sit there and read it. Fair. I will say, I read through... When sitting there and, like, watching it, when we got to Dressrosa, I had to read it. I'm like, the pacing for this, I need to sit down and read it, actually. But if you have the time to sit and listen while doing other things, you have so much time. You get to watch so many episodes while doing other things. I do appreciate both sides. The Virtuous Guganite with Tiamat. I'm very interested as to... This is a bad hand. This is gonna die before, like, Tiamat resolves. I'm interested as to what Final Fantasy Tiamat will look like, because they're not gonna leave Tiamat out of Final Fantasy, right? They just can't. Surveil for a blue land and profit? Surveil for a blue land and profit. There is no feasible way. No way. No chance that this can go poorly. New plan. Cast Dragon's Approaches. That is our new plan. We have 9 damage on board. We can take them down to 16 before they can do anything about it. What's the worst that could happen? See, we're playing Honest Fair Magic. I'm playing lands, they're playing lands, nobody's casting spells. I like being a menace with these, by the way. Look at all the confetti. I wonder how many people... This is complete tangent. Jim, you saw the post that I put on Snap and that was posted on the Discord, I'm assuming. I'm curious how many people are going to be very upset that they can't play Spider-Man on Arena. Like, specifically named Spider-Man. Because all of the Marvel Universe's Beyond sets are actually going to be universes within on Arena, which is very interesting to me. They have 5 mana now. Uh-oh. They might leave her out by virtue of exceedingly different styles. Hey! Hey! Final Fantasy Tiamat really only comes in blue and not a 5-color dragon? I don't think that they'll leave her out, though, because that would mean that they would leave Thor's Mjolnir out, because it exists in Assassin's Creed. And that, to me, does not sound like something they would do. Like, imagine a Thor, a Marvel Thor set without Mjolnir. Like, stop, please. Please stop ramping. My heart can't handle it. Exile one of them face down, rest on the bottom. Whenever this creature or dragon dies, cast the free spell. Okay. Not much is happening. Wait. Hold. Wait. I'm gonna get rid of Choice of Fortunes. It's an easy cut for other things within the IP. Fair. How many dragons approaches? 3? Let's... Faithless again, I think, actually. Discard... Dragon's Approach. Red Dragon, I think? This is looking questionable for me, by the way. Tiamat's gonna hit with an extra counter on it and haste, and they're gonna be able to haste out whatever other dragon they want next turn. Not good. I guess my question is, wasn't Tiamat a big thing in... Oh no. Oh no. Oh, never mind. Nice. Oh, they make dragons? Oh, they make dragons. Are we approaching? Do I grab Crux of Fate? We're losing this game. I'm grabbing Crux of Fate. Always have a backup plan. I shouldn't have grabbed Crux of Fate, but I'm losing this game. 8-10, we're dead to Tiamat. A recurring dragon boss you fight in Final Fantasy, but not a big story element to any game. I thought that... I guess I was thinking that the Tiamat in 14 was something that was memorable. Good game. We're very dead. I just wanted to show them Crux of Fate. Like, that's very funny to me. The crazy thing about Tiamat is that you don't even have to get Irene. I forgot about Irene. Being on Arena. Ireni's probably really cool. Could you imagine if Ireni was a cast Could you imagine if Ireni was a cast trigger and then you could Ireni into words are hard. Miram, Sentinel Worm. 1-2. I go first. They've got Kyodai. I've got Reduction. Surely this time. For sure. I don't know what I need. I need more help than this game can give me. Oh! That's pretty good, actually. Never mind. We are so back. Do I think they cast... They're gonna cast something every turn. Yeah. "14 Tiamat was super weird Redux because they finally gave them story but also changed their color to green and said, hi, I have 6 siblings. Fair. That's fair. Whenever a creature enters, if it was cast, exile it, then bring all other ones back? That's so... that... Okay. What if I just don't? Flash flying, it gets indestructible. I'm so confused as to why. Okay. Oh, if it was... Uh-huh. So I don't want to deal with that lady. Right. So I'm just gonna... Yeah, we're just gonna not. And then... You... And you... And you... That seems good. Free Dragon's approaches, man. Free Dragon's approaches are all really cool. I'm not sold on Mirror of Life trappings. I guess I am sold when it's Rusko. Dragon's Approach. Unforgiving Overtake. I don't like that, because their commander has flash anyway. Rusko. Goodbye, Rusko, but I get a clock? But if they cast a creature, I get a second clock? I like that? Right? They can't cast a creature, they have to destroy their own artifact? Right? Oh, Stab Wound. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. So what if I don't cast creatures? Right? Like, what if I just don't? That's so much damage. Hidetsugu and Kairi isn't bad. Vadric has outlived itself, I think. So I like this. Welcome back, Crocodile. Two on top, and it's gonna be these two. If they don't kill me, or Rusko, I think I win? This has been a really weird game. I have 3 lands. Oh, that's not good. Is that a Grenzo? Okay. Yeah. Sure. I'll put these two back on top in this order. Oh, that's cool. I like that a lot, actually. Yeah, I'll lose 2 life. I'll cast a Dragon's Approach? They got rid of my mana to cast a second Dragon's Approach. Oh no. That's really cool. Wait. Wait, this is sick. Uh-huh. They're up to 7. They exile Yorion too. This is crazy cool. They're gonna gain so much life, by the way. That's really cool. Okay, just pop all my artifacts, yeah. This is insanely sick. Alright, Mirror of Life Trappings. I see you, I didn't respect your game. I should have cast Xander, I guess. Sweet, thank you. Appreciate you, opponent. They never expect the random red dragon. Alright, they were doing a really cool thing. We managed to scrape by a victory out of nowhere, but... Ooh, that was super cool, actually. Look at all these stab wounds. That's a lot of blood. Hold on, wait a second. Their graveyard is exclusively lands and stab wounds. Kami of Mourning. Whenever a creature with greater mana value than this card dies, return this to the battlefield tapped. But, like, the Mirror of Life Trappings, play Yorion, exile Yorion, blink all these things, get back Trumpeting Carnosaur, discover 5, blink something else. Like, that was really, really cool. We scraped by all because they got greedy. There was no reason for them not to block. But I appreciate it. It'd be really cool if they did. Do we think they're upset about that? Do we think that nobody expects the red dragon? I feel like nobody expects the red dragon. Because why would you? I didn't expect Mirror of Life Trappings to be that cool. I was like, you're gonna get rid of a problematic thing, and that's fine. Wait, hold on, that's... How much is this card? TCG. Mirror of Life Trappings is a 8-cent card. 10 cents if you want the extended version. What's in More Adventures of Middle Life? Middle Life, wow. Huh. Golos! My beloved. Maybe Golos will grace his presence with us in, I go first. This hand is not great. I don't think I line up a Surveil. I think I wait and hold and DRC, then Surveil. If need be. Golos, my beloved. Oh, they blinging out. Snow-covered forest, delighted halfling. Alright, alright. Let's hold off. Just DRC. Casual magic things. Dragon's Approach, line up a land tax. Is it worth holding off? Yes. No land tax for you. And let's drop the Archmage, I think. That's fine. Alright. That's also fine. They gotta be up to some bull, right? Like, when has Golos ever been, as a Golos player, when has Golos ever been up to something good? Never? Right. Got it. They get a land into play. Is it worth the damnation? Is my question. They can't cast Golos next turn, if we do, right? 5, 6, 7. It's 5 right now. I think it might just be Raven form. No, because we can... Yeah, you got it. Technically I should not have done that. But that's fine. You, actually. Thank you. Alright. No. And we'll do this too. Oof. Do I just draw 5 cards, or do I... They don't have counter magic. Right? I would assume they don't have counter magic. I'm not triggering this land tax for the rest of the game. Your move, opponent. You're gonna have to earn your lands the hard way. Oh, that's not good. If only I could do something about that. Nah, I don't think I will block opponent. Alright, they have 6 lands, I can go up to 6 lands. This is very funny to me. We probably see a Golos, right? If they have a land. Oh no. Oh no, opponent. Swing. And then Dragon's Approach. And then Dragon's Approach. And your move. Oh no. Don't feed land tax. This is your PSA. Never feed the land tax. Good game. Yeah. Oh, I unplugged my headset. Yeah. Don't feed land tax. You heard it here first. I think that would have been a completely different game if I gave them 3 free lands, actually. I had to call their bluff that they didn't have another land, or that they did have another land so I could keep playing. Because that was, what, turn 2? And I was like, no. No, I don't think I will. Alright. That felt cathartic. I'm sorry, Golos, but earn your lands. I think that in a game of Commander, though, like in an EDH game, that's just not feasible. But never, always pay your taxes. Always pay your taxes. Never try to get ahead. Otherwise, Golos will come knocking. Huh. Alrighty. Let's see. I'm gonna make a note. I have so many tabs open. I have so many things open. Steam's open. Cockatrice is open. I don't even... When was the last time I played Cockatrice? Note. New. Text. Timestamp. It's 4:21. Uh, 35? Dyslexic moment, it's fine. That was our last one, too. We did need a lot of pieces to not lose that game. We needed, removal for Elesh Norn, we needed removal for Vorinclex. I'm glad that we saved that stuff instead of, like, trying to do whatever. I think that their Falling Grace was casting Golos with a Mana Dork is really awkward when you try to cast him if you don't have another land. Do we... I'm trying to figure out what our next ad is, and it might just be, hey, save points until you get to Mythics. Like, we have some decent dragons. Speaking of decent dragons, oh my. We have some fixing. Speaking of decent dragons, oh my. They go first. Hasty Boy can't be countered. Has this ever resolved this ability? Alright, can't be countered. That immediately makes this hand less good. I'm glad I read cards. Yeah. Let's go for the turn 2. Otherworldly Gaze. Reckless Barbarian. They are going for a fast Inferno of the Star Mounts. Which is fine with me. We put lands in bin, right? I would consider not doing it if it wasn't a red source? What is that? Slow bad. No. Fast good. Okay. So we know what they're doing. I don't mind that. We do have to deal with a dragon next turn, right? Oh, it's Surveil, so, yeah, we're gonna do all top, I guess. That's fine. Can't be countered. That's fine. Okay. That one's gotta go. That one's gotta go. But it can go on my turn, right? 1, 2, 3. Play Geode, play Island. Yeah, we otherworldly gaze. No, we do it now. You go now. And then we do everything else. Including highway robbery, I think, actually. We try to line up our dragons. Yeah, that's fine. Because we're at the point we can cast it. Screw it, let's do it. Discard a card. I think it's very funny, by the way, that you can choose not to do either of these two things and not draw cards. We're one approach deep. About to take a lot of damage. About to take a lot of damage. Down to 10. Let's just rip the band-aid off. Do this. Bounce this and Reckless Barb. Okay. Why would you do that? Okay. I'm confused. But that's fine. I will absolutely block. If that's what you're using your treasure for, I will absolutely block. And then we'll otherworldly gaze. Hold on. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we'll do it now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can Xander and also hold up removal for Dracosaur next turn. We have to remove the Dracosaur this next turn cycle, actually. That's fine. We're probably seeing it hit this turn, though, right? The Dracosaur? 6, 7... Like, it's just that good of a card. Yeah. Ragavan. Pop you. Cast you. This isn't our fourth one, right? Or our fifth one, right? No, okay. No attacks. So they can cast if they have a land. They do have a land. It's almost worth it not to cast it, right? Why are you looking at my mana geode? Opponent. Taps Ragavan. Okay. That is not what we want to see right now. Unfortunate. We have no way to block in the air. Compulsive or Dragon's Approach would have done it. That's brutal. Ouch. I'm an idiot. That's fine. I didn't need to flash it back, and we could have gotten a Dragon's Approach and stayed alive. That's fine. Because let's see. It's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. We would have needed a 2-drop thing. We didn't have enough mana. It's interesting. I like the challenge that it has. I'm slightly worried. Also, hi Josh, how's it going? How was your Passover week last week? Slightly worried that it's... On Arena, it feels like it can get homogenized very easily, is my main worry. Because, like, this is the very first deck that I was like, I don't know if I can build this commander, this 7-drop commander with ETB and death triggers, in a way that isn't just let me add 30 Dragon's Approaches to my deck and go from there. I did avoid doing that with, where did they go? Lulu? Lulu was also atrocious. It's going, work sucks, but it's halfway over. Like, Lulu was an atrocious one that I was like, ooh, I don't know how I'm gonna do this without, like, just adding, I think I also could have gone dragons in this one, or I guess I could have done any color I wanted to, but I did green with whenever you attack with one or more flying creatures, those creatures get +2/+2. It was something that was questionable. Because it was like boons. Whenever you get a one-time boon when this creature enters, with when you cast the next creature spell without flying, it perpetually flies. And then you could draw that many cards and discard a card. Each opponent loses that much life, you gain that much life. Like, it probably was... I guess I could have done, like, tokens. No, because flyers suck. Like, it is very, very hard. We figured this out playing through Lulu. It is very hard to win with increments of 3 damage. When all of your things die to a board wipe. We even got Shadow's Verdicted once, and I was like, oh, that one hurts. There have been some fun ones, though. Lulu was challenging. Axonil, very cool. Probably my favorite one so far. Rankle and Torbs was fun. This was a very interesting level up deck. It's also where I discovered this crime card for the first time. I know people don't like arena mechanics, but I really like Heist. Heist is really cool. If you are unaware of Heist because you generally don't like alchemy cards, I would assume. I feel like you had said that before, I might be wrong. Heisting an opponent's library looks at 3 random non-land cards from the library, exiles one of them face down, and you can cast it as though it were mana of any color. It's Praetor's Grasp, but you don't get to choose, and it's 3 random non-lands. It's so cool. I'm trying to, maybe, Speaking of Grenzo. Grenzo's mythic, isn't he? No, Grenzo's rare. When Grenzo enters and at the beginning of your upkeep, heist your target opponent's library. Once each turn, you can pay 0 rather than a 3-drop or less that you don't own. They made a good Grenzo. They made such a good Grenzo that this Grenzo originally didn't have the 3 mana or less aspect. It was just, hey, you can cast any spell you get for free once each turn from that you don't own. It was problematic. They said, nah, you gotta pay for the expensive ones. And it's this is one of those that's like super hard to implement in Magic because you keep the library in the same order. You take 3 non-land cards at random, and then put them back in the same order. That's one of the reasons I like it. We might add Grenzo, actually. Archmage out, Grenzo in. Because Archmage doesn't do much, let's be honest. Archmage is either way too late in the game, or I'm already winning. Because otherwise, Homeboy just crumbles to ashes. Omnath. Red and green Omnath. I don't like how many dragons we have in our hand. This is good. I like this a lot, actually. Let's keep and slow roll. I think, assuming there's no life gain, we can keep up with this Jelly Belly. But for now, let's do this. Oh no. Let's find our other land, please. Maybe. Maybe. That'd be nice. Okay. Never punished. Alright. Let's plot a highway robbery. Because I do kind of like a lot of the cards in our hand. And at the beginning of upkeep. Okay. 1, 2, because I'm kind of gearing towards Grenzo. Just like that, we have 3 in the bin. Other elementals have trample. Let's slow roll the damage. Because we next turn can get a hasty boy. This might be an overwhelming sweep too. Okay. Yeah. I don't know how to feel about that. Alright, so the lands have indestructible, but not the rest of the creatures. Take action. I would like a Drakaseth. I would like a hasty Drakaseth. 4, 3, 3. That was like resoundingly good. We don't usually get that. That was the stars aligned. That's our one for like the rest of this stream. but hey, I'm here for it. We saw Grenzo. We didn't get to cast Grenzo. That was an interesting one. I'm very confused about that. I guess, hold on. No, because they attacked with it. What did they do? Did they just cast this, cast the other one? Or did they not have anything good in hand? I don't know. Nobody expects Drakaseth swinging for 11. I feel like maybe, ooh. That's another thing that could work as a flash enabler. Maybe that's another uncommon, or another rare that we add in the deck is the Fae Sprite. High Fae Trickster, I think, right? That one's not bad. Let's see. Kotis? The second Kotis we've seen today. Red Dragon. I've got Dragon's Approaches. I don't... Kotis is a scary one. I think we mulligan. This is... better? Because we have options. Also... Is there a simplified version? What was the art on Kotis that I had seen? I thought I saw like a hand somewhere that was like floating. Ooh. Ooh, look at that. It moves a little bit. Alright, opponent. These are pretty. I do like these lands. And the fact that you can just get them by crafting, like, because they only show up in this treatment, right? Is there a... No, okay. I was like, wait, is there an art like this? I like that a lot less. Surveil. Yeah, no, the mechanic, like, level up as a challenge is very cool. Compulsive research. Discard 2 Dragon's Approaches. Alright, we do get to Grenzo. We do get to Grenzo. Not this turn, next turn. Cursed Windbreaker. Okay. Well, do we get to Grenzo? I think we big score. Main phase too, because they have counter magic potentially. I do think we're Grenzoing. Grenzo, get a free spell. Steal maybe something that lets us get rid of their Kotis? Maybe? Oh. I guess we just recast this. How do you feel about a 7/5? Yay, nay? Okay. Okay. No! It would have been better... No, that was good, actually. Let's grab Black Source. I don't have good spells of them. Let that be known. Did they hit 3 lands? Okay, yeah. Yeah, no, that makes sense. Bottom, okay. What is there out here? Right? 1, 2, 3. I can Dragon's Approach. I can Thieving Haven. Let's actually just do both, yeah? And no, we're not gonna do both. We're gonna hold up for their removal on my guy. Yeah, we're gonna hold up. You might be able to buff your guy, but I don't want you unblockabling your guy. Yeah, that makes sense. But no? I can just don't. Let's do this. See if we can get rid of their guy. We're gonna reshuffle that. That's not good. Uh-oh. We might just be dead. No, that's 1 Dragon's Approach. Oh, they're casting my Dragon's Approach? Hold on. How many do I have in bin? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Xander. Xander? They have a lot of life. I'm not copying it. I will do this, though. And I think this is good. Because I do this, I get Meringue. I return you and you. Okay. Sure. That can go bottom. That's fine, I guess. I'm sad, but it's fine. My guy is still big. Please cast an Edict. No Edict, okay. I will die. Like, I'll just die if this hits me. Right? Okay. Jumpstart. Please jumpstart. Yeah! Yeah! Alright, your move, Kaiba. No. How many do I have in there now? 1, 2, 3, 4. No attacks. How much? We need this to not be something. If it's any form of evasion, that's terrible. Ow. We're dead. There's no way they don't hit a Dragon's Approach. Removal off the top. Yeah, there's so many Dragon's Approaches. Good game. That one hurt. We had the answer. That one hurt a lot. Maybe... I'm trying to think if there's any way we could have stopped that. Not really. We needed... What? I guess... I don't know. They had everything we could have wanted. They could have wanted. Maybe we just got rid of the flying so that we knew for sure that they would have had to go through Xander. But it's just return it to hand, right? So we had to hit Kotis. I like this card. Why can I not think of it? Look at the top 7 cards of your library. Put 2 non-creature, non-land permanents, 3 or less, into play. That seems really, really good. Because if this spell resolves, the others are basically, like, they don't have an opportunity to counter them. That's like a free Rhystic Study. That's a free... What else? A free Rhystic Study and Fish. A free... Why am I blanking on what else it could be? Wishclaw Talisman, I guess? Seems good in an Asper list. Especially, like, maybe a CDH list. It's a free, Basalt Monolith. Nope. No thank you. Josh, it's Rashmi. I'm curious about a can't add cards to your hand effect. Like, nope. Better. Bottom. Like, something along the lines of your opponents can't add cards to their hand except by drawing them sounds really good. You have this deck? Probably, your deck's probably a bit... Uh-oh. I was gonna say better, but I don't know anymore. Taigam kinda nutty. You just finished brewing Derevi? That's really, really good. Can we talk about how good that is, Taigam, in Rashmi? That's really good, actually. Alright, you have Rashmi. Go off. No, not attacking. I was like, I've got 1 mana. What could I do? Aha, you got my Dark Writ into Oppo Agent. Oh. Okay, Beseiju. You think your Rashmi is funnier? Probably. This is bad. This is really bad. Alright. Place your bets. Raven Form or Counterspell? Or Alrun... It's Alrun's Epiphany. It's Rashmi. It's gotta be Alrun's Epiphany. I'll cast a dragon. It might be Counterspell. It's either Counterspell or Alrund's Epiphany. Okay. Yeah. You've given my 3/3, my 3/1 more survivability. Thank you. That's actually perfect. Oh, it's Counterspell. Okay. Hi, Great Henge. 1, 2, 3. We don't do anything. As much as I would like to... Let's see, what's the best possible thing off the top? Not that. Okay. I'm not... I'll attack. If I miss out on damage, I miss out on damage. What do we do? We, 4 mana. Wilderness Reclamation. Okay. Maybe they are doing the same thing as you. Alright, hold on. Let's see here. Wilderness Rec untaps. We've seen this song and dance before. Oh? Swing out. Okay. Sure. I'll blow up your Tigum. What do they have in their bin? I'm kind of afraid of stuff in their bin. Dig Through Time, Galta. It's all large stuff, actually. So a Shadow's Verdict wouldn't do much. Yes. We're gonna get Meringue, which will bounce Henge and Wilderness Reclamation. You don't think they're casting Doomsday in Rashmi? You never know. You never know. Alright, things are a little bit better. I still expect to see Great Henge. No, okay. Island. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Uh-oh. Wait. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, sure. This gets counterspelled, right? They have to have a counterspell. I'll play into it. I die or I win. Either way. Show me counterspell. Okay. That's not counterspell. It's probably a little bit better. Where did the land come into play? Where did they play the land from? What? Alright, we are dead. Good game. Oh. Okay. Where did they play the land from? Oh, Planar Genesis. Yep, okay. I see, I see. Hi, Great Henge. I would like to discard this land that enters tapped and draw 2 cards. I should have... I tapped wrong. Auto tapper. I'll play this random bird. I would like to hit you. Yeah. Crime. Show me what you got. That's funny. I do think they should kill me. Oh, that's why they don't want to. Got it. Okay. Did you just legend? No, it's not legendary. Oh. Oh. That's cool. So, we can agree we're getting BM'd, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll cast a DRC. Sure. You got it. Hi, Cultivate. Blink of an eye, okay. So we can absolutely agree we're getting BM'd. I don't think we win. But they only have 26 cards in their deck. I forgot the Homeboy gains haste. Yup. Yup. How many counter spells are in their graveyard? 1, 2. Nope, not 2. 2. What are you unsummoning? One of my things? Yeah, you got it. Yeah. Yeah, you got it. I had to try. Right. Oh, they bounced Aetherize to their hand. I forgot about that. That's very funny. Huh. My one hope was they were a little bit overconfident. But they wouldn't have their fun unless they could back it up, I guess. My one line that I said I mistapped my mana is I should have, when I got the Cathartic Reunion or whatever, Bitter Reunion, I should have manually tapped so I had 2 black up just in case I drew Damnation. Because that would have been the play. Although they could have bounced one of their things to hand if they wanted to. They go first. Sigarda, what do you do? Other things have hexproof. You can cast angels. I like this for the Surveil. So we'll keep it. I guess. I can't do anything with it. We can flare though. Like if they cast some sort of mana rock, we can flare. Or not mana rock, but you know. Do we take a Cultivate? I don't think we take a Resolve. Nope. Well... this is tough. Yes. Because it is technically mana, and we can technically cast it. Yes. We will keep this. Hold. Ugh. Ugh. That's mana. We're bleeding. We are bleeding. Uh-oh. We are bleeding. 4, 8, 10? It doesn't matter, so we Dragon's Approach, try to line up a kill spell? That is not a kill spell. And it does not keep us alive, so it has to go bin. No attacks. Hi, Boseiju. Hi, Realm Walker. Why? That's redundant, I guess. Just redundancy. Alright, Damnation off the top right now. And them not have Heroic Intervention. That is not Damnation off the top. There's nothing we can do here, I think, to stay alive. We'll put you in the bin. I guess we could have cast this and gone to 1, right? The bird. We'll ship it back. Yep. We did nothing that entire game. Do something spooky. Nah, just gonna go for it. Lands, am I right? Hit him with the Kaiba. Alright, let's see, let's see. We got one more game in us, I think. We can maybe get another win. My deck isn't named right. I thought I changed that. Either way, we're level 44. I definitely changed it to 41. 39, no, we're not 44, we're 41. I definitely did that, right? I'm not crazy. I'm not that crazy. I can't be that crazy, right? Josh, if you're still lurking, what are your predictions for tomorrow? No changes? Primetime off the list? Coalition victory? Golos? Think they touched the 3 cards that were banned that started this whole fiasco at all? I feel like if I were Wizards, I wouldn't touch the cards that were banned, those 3 cards. I would just print slightly off versions of them. Oh, welcome Bejeweled Lotus. This can only be used to cast things that cost 4 or more. Stella Lee. You think there'll be some cards coming off? I think Primetime. I'm gonna keep this. We've got 4 Dragon's Approaches, we just need 1 more, right? What's the worst that could happen? Nothing's more terrifying than an Izzet deck passing when you know they can do things. I'll pass too. Your move. I'm not gonna pass this time. I'll demand answers. Let's discard a Dragon's Approach. What say you, opponent? You say this is fine. Okay. What about now? I don't want it to happen, but one of these times I feel like I'm gonna get Test of Talents casted on me. I feel like with the amount of games I've played, it will be inevitable that I'm gonna be running in any number of, and somebody Tests of Talents me. Right? Like, oh, you're running Dragon's Approaches? What if you had none in your deck? Carry on. That would be absolutely backbreaking, I think. We can get whatever dragon we want, assuming we live that far. Okay, we can get whatever dragon we want minus Rapacious Dragon, assuming we get that far. Uh-huh. I'm not surprised Stella Lee is all about the instance. And they're choosing to refrain? That's the one. Sleight of Hand. They're looking for blue. They're looking for double blue. That's what it is. Oh. Shock in Steam Vents? Pay 2 life. Rapacious Dragon. I like it. What now, though? Because we have pressure on them. I wouldn't be surprised to see a Stella Lee. If they cast a kill spell and leave up blue, I might flare. It's close. Okay. How do you feel about Prime, opponent? I think they held up Interaction to get rid of Lord Xander, so that we'll probably eat a counterspell here. Oh? Counter target creature's spell with mana value 2 or less. Power or toughness 2 or less. Okay. So they just had a backup for in case. Who wore it better? Who wore Burn better? They might lose just because they can't get a second blue source. I'm thinking that is potentially likely. And this will be backbreaking if true. Okay. Yeah. I'm definitely destroying all non-dragons. I think that means we win. I think. We'll see. Yeah. How do you feel about 3 damage? How do you feel about Dragon's Approach? Okay. That means we win. Right? Because we've only got the Rapacious Dragon? Okay. Alright, that is brutal for them because, the damage. But we're gonna get Red Dragon and end the game. The amount of times that I've had to do exactly 4 damage is very surprising. Like, the amount of times that I have fetched for exactly Red Dragon in my list of dragons that could win the game, maybe, is very, very high. Like, concerningly high, almost. But we will go up to 4 available points and 5 levels away. Let's run one more. I'll probably die quickly. No, it is very strange just how often needing to deal 4 damage is relevant in Magic. To the point where, there was one game where I was playing against a mill deck, and the only 2 dragons I had left, I needed to deal 3, 6, 11. I needed to deal 15 damage, and the only 2 dragons left in my deck were Red Dragon and the hasty one that gets shuffled back in. Shrieking Dragon? That sounds potentially correct, but like, I had Xaxes, otherwise I got milled out the next turn. This hand. I like this old man when I cast this old man. I don't like the old man when I don't cast the old man. Let's surveil. I think. Let's... Yes. This one, Lightning Shrieker. I will put in bin, because we do have Roscoe. This dragon has also been incredibly good. Uh-oh. If you would lose unspent mana, it becomes colorless and no max hand size. Hi, Crewfix. This is gonna get out of hand. They're gonna cast an Eldrazi. Artifact or creature. This is bad. How... I'm just gonna say it. We're gonna get Ulamog this turn. Right, like... It's this turn, yeah. Oh, interesting. Oh? What are you casting? I'm scared. How bad? How bad? Draw 10, trash 1. Okay. Not the worst, right? Expropriate, okay. They chose time. They get 1 extra turn and 1 of my permanents. I have to give them 2 turns. I have to give you 2 turns. Otherwise, it's gonna be... They're gonna take Midnight Clock and just refill their hand. I'm expecting time stop, right? Like, untap, upkeep on my turn, time stop, yeah? Or another turn spell, I guess? Why are you tapping all specific? Okay. 6. Carn's Temporal? They're hurting themselves. They can't cast too many big spells. 4, 8, 9. What's up? Ulamog? Mind Spring. Okay, draw 7. They have 5 mana. They're fishing for extra turn spell. Yeah. Okay, I guess we won a game. Sure. That has to be the weirdest game of I'm gonna take 2 extra turns and scoop that I have ever seen. Cause they had to have been. They should have. Okay, here's what's up. If they had Mind Spring when they cast Archdruid's Charm, wherever it went, over here, my thing was on 8. They had 5 mana up, so I can only assume that they were fishing for an extra turn spell. They were fishing for temporal whatever manipulation, temporal manipulation, or the other one that costs 5 mana, because both are legal in this format. They had Archdruid's Charm. I think that they should have cast this if they were going to the turn earlier, because they just exiled my clock while it was on 8. I don't think that it was gonna be relevant, actually. So do this, just try to draw for maybe another extra turn spell, try to find that extra turn spell, and then in that last turn, Archdruid's Charm is the best way I think they could have done it. Hi, Harbinger of the Seas. This deck looks awful. Like, I'm not looking at many cards. This is terrible to play against. Maybe Crewfix can stay on the ban list. Maybe this one doesn't come off. Maybe that one stays. I'll deal with the ones that I can remove of in Commander. But hey, that's gonna be it for me. I appreciate... Did I level up? I didn't level up. Hold on. We take those. They twiddled their thumbs and did not win. which means we're 4 wins away from adding mythics to the deck, and I'm excited for that. We get what? Goldspan Dragon and a few other dragons that are like decent, pretty good actually. The issue is, what do we cut? Right? There's so many good things. But that'll be next week's problem. I will be back on Wednesday. I think that we are going to continue our trend. We finished Gato Roboto last week. It was a short, like, 3-hour game. I think we're going to play Axiom Verge. Continue with our Metroidvanias. Keep on keeping on with it. As I piece together what I want to play after that. But I'll see you. Oh, we have Dredge too. I'll probably play Dredge after Axiom Verge, or maybe before. One or the other. I'll see you guys later on. I'll see you Wednesday with whatever game we're playing. I appreciate you guys for hanging out and chatting a little bit. Josh, Danielle, and anybody else who might have lurked throughout. For now, though, I will see you guys later. Take care of yourselves, and as always, remember to tell the people you care about that you love them. See ya!